all your body parts that need to be cleaned.
It's just a little piece of paper.
Yes, but it's waterproof.
So I can take it in the shower. Let's see. I washed that. I washed those. Oh.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you don't believe in mermaids, then what is this right here? Huh? Couldn't get anyone to join you, huh? Yeah, I know how you feel. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
the 24-hour Wicker Store, because there's no telling when you'll need a wicker fix.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. All right, here we go.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Okay, to get things started, let's talk about sext. Which of these sext messages would a sexting sexton be most likely to send to his significant other? This church graveyard is making me so horny right now. I'm wearing my construction hat and nothing else. A sexton is a church official responsible for maintaining the church property and performing related duties, such as digging graves. Yeah, and I bet he likes to do it in the rectory. Next. Sure, the Vice Lords are dangerous, but can they dance? And you just wandered into dis or dat territory. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a gang listed on the FBI's National Gang Threat Assessment, or a boy band. If it's a gang, press the left arrow. If it's a boy band, press the right arrow. Cool, let's do it. Backstreet, 10 Mile, B-Boys, Pop It Up, Hot Boys, Not bad, not good enough to be a member of Pop It Off Boys, but not bad. I'm sick of boy bands getting all the attention over girl groups. I mean, what's NSYNC got that One Direction doesn't? Those girls are talented and attractive.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
This one's known as just trolling. Why were the 3 billy goats gruff so gruff? It's not easy being a baby goat. It's not easy being a lady goat. It's not easy being a boy goat. A billy goat is a male goat. It's not easy, especially since goats don't wear pants and everyone can see your billy goat stuff. Try this on for size. Over easy in 60 seconds. So recently, I've switched over to only eating cage-free eggs. I was just feeling so guilty about eating eggs from an animal that wasn't allowed the simple luxury of moving around a few inches in a hot, crowded barn all day. In fact, I've been thinking I should extend my cage-free policy to other things in my life, like movies. So tell me, if I only wanted to consume Nicolas Cage-free movies, what film would it be okay for me to watch? Adaptation, Kick-Ass, The Expendables 2, or The Wicker Man? Oh, honestly. Nick Cage was an adaptation, Kick-Ass, and The Wicker Man, but The Expendables 2 is Nicolas Cage-free, making it fine for me to watch. I know going Nicolas Cage-free is the moral thing to do, but I'm gonna have to find some way to supplement my life with all the random screaming I'm missing. No, not the Wicker Man! But you can be a Wicker Man or lady with a pair of wicker socks from the 24-hour Wicker Store. A tisket, a tasket, your feet will feel like they're in a basket. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go. Coming up, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
or Uranus.
Seen on the cover of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. While many celebrities and world leaders grace the cover of the iconic album cover, Einstein can barely be seen over John's right shoulder. Although, to be fair, if you squint, Ringo sort of looks like a kangaroo. That's the end of a thrilling first round, and you should be very proud of that score, because I'm not. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. Okay, let's see what's next. Take a stab at Buzzkill Feed. What would be included in a BuzzFeed article, 12 people who are totally named Buzz? A gif of the first person to walk on the moon, a gif of the second... Buzz Aldrin was the second person to walk on the moon after Neil Armstrong. You also might find him in the BuzzFeed article, 15 people who wanted to murder Neil Armstrong.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Pucker up for When You Wish Upon a Dead Shriveled Hand. Suppose instead of wishing on a star, Geppetto made a wish using the monkey's paw from the famous short story. What might happen to Pinocchio? He'd come to life for 24 hours, then revert back to a puppet? In the short story The Monkey's Paw, a couple is given a magical monkey's paw that grants wishes, but every wish comes at a terrible price. That's why I never trust monkeys with wishes. If I ever hire a monkey, it's to dress up in a tuxedo, play the cymbals, and eat bugs out of my hair. That's it.
Follow me down to the sea.
It's time for Let's Get Ready to Crumble.
Cookie fortune, bread, cookie fortune, cookie necessary.
Okay, for this next question. Oh, great, the lights went out. We could be here for a while. Luckily, I always keep a flashlight, bottled water, and a giant bag of fortune cookies. Okay, let's see what she says. It's better to have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Yeah, obviously. But for which of these characters is this advice too late? A Clockwork Orange's Alex, The Catcher in the Rye's Holden, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest's McMurphy. At the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, McMurphy is lobotomized before being mercifully suffocated by the chief. Spoiler alert for a 1975 movie.
Okay, Cookie, the power is back on. Cookie? Cookie? I'm right behind you, Bob. Ah, Cookie, don't try to suffocate me with a pillow again. You're lost.
Say hello to Wile E. Conspiracy. Suppose Wile E. Coyote is chasing Roadrunner around the Texas School Book Depository building. If he falls out the window from where Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly shot John F. Kennedy, what will you hear? 3 floors worth of... The totally accurate and untainted Warren Report claimed that Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository building. Of course, witnesses claim they saw a completely different coyote fall off the grassy knoll down the street, and the Warren Report still stands by the ridiculous single anvil theory. How about cinephile dysfunction? Let's say some old guy pops a Viagra and then sits down to watch an insanely long porno. According to the official Viagra website, at what point should he immediately call a doctor if he still has an erection? The 2-hour mark of dong with the wind? The official Viagra website states that if you have an erection that lasts over 4 hours, you should call a doctor immediately. Hey, it's clear that the old guy from the question isn't me, right? It's some other person. Yeah, it's just totally not me. And that's why it's funny, because it's a completely different person who doesn't resemble me at all. That's good. That's good writing. Step right up to the jacket. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Oh, hey, did I ever mention I killed my own brother? Sometimes brothers just don't get along. Good luck. That's all she wrote! Wow, even in fictional stories that makes me sad. I can't imagine ever killing a family member again. I mean, for the first time, because I've never done that before. I have to go.
You don't know Jack!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm here to tell you that the book is never better than the movie. All books are terrible. Oh, God, you're by yourself? Please don't tell anyone I was here. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Indoor sunglasses. Why wear normal outdoor sunglasses when you're trying to look cool indoors? Why, it's two totally different things.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. So let's make this happen.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Let's begin with... Waiter, there's a fly in my ascending colon. Say a coroner were to perform an autopsy on the dead body of the old lady from the children's song, There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. What disgusting thing would he probably not find after cutting her stomach open? Partially digested spider bits, chewed up dog chunks, saliva-covered pig parts. Nobody picks that one. One right answer coming up. In the poem, the old lady swallows a spider, a dog, and a horse. Also a bird, a cat, a goat, and a cow. And then she dies. But she never swallows a pig. Because after all, she is still a lady.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
And on its way. It's all fun and games till someone loses a tooth. And it's a this or that. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a Rubik's Cube spin-off toy, you know, like Rubik's Tower, a Colgate toothbrush, or both. If it's a Rubik's toy, press the left arrow. If it's a Colgate toothbrush, press the right arrow. And if you think it's both, press the down arrow. We good? Here we go. 360. Revel. Wait. Void. Wisp. I'm afraid you have dumbgivitis. The Rubik's Cube actually gave me a great solution for all my unfortunate dental problems. White stickers over my teeth.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Let's try music to get lucky to. Why do those two guys in the band Daft Punk wear those giant helmets? To hide their weird Canadian faces? Smart people choose this. Thomas Bangalter and Guy Mama de Who French stuff, blah blah blah, of Daft Punk are French. And I haven't actually seen their faces, but they must be weird, right? Anyone whose face you never see, gotta have a super weird face. And I should know. Why not try Area 151? Suppose U.S. government scientists got confused during the Manhattan Project and instead of an atomic bomb, developed a giant Manhattan. What might the newspaper headlines have read when the weapon was being tested in Nevada? Nevada soaked in vodka. Nevada covered in whiskey. Nevada doused with sake. Or Nevada drenched in gin. It was begging to be picked. A Manhattan is a drink made with whiskey, vermouth, bitters, and a cherry. I say make drinks, not war. Although another couple drinks and I may want to fight someone. 5 fingers! Here's a good one. 15-year-old spoiler alert. What part of the film The Sixth Sense is its denouement? When you find out he was dead the whole time? When he's shot hinting he'd be dead the whole time? The credits after you learn he was dead the whole time? Or it didn't have one, but he was dead. The denouement of a story is when the various plot threads are drawn together and explained or resolved, like the reveal at the end of The Sixth Sense, when you learn that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. And if you get to this game's denouement, you'll find out I've been dead this whole time. Right, Bob?
Did anyone hear a noise from the sound booth? The old abandoned one that hasn't been used since the 90s? Nobody? Huh. Must have just been my imagination.
Round 1 is in the books, and I'm happy to report you have the best score. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And keep in mind, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. Well, no time like the present. Up next, you don't know Jackman. Say Hugh Jackman wanted to increase his value as an actor by altering his hue. In color terms, what would increase his value the most? Lightening the hue of his skin, darkening the hue of his hair, intensifying the hue of his eyes? Value is defined as the relative lightness or darkness of a color or hue. The more light the color, the higher the value. But I don't think Hugh Jackman should lighten his skin. I mean, I like him a lot, but that dude is already one of the whitest people in the world. Enough is enough.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here's one I like to call buying donuts at Whole Foods. And your money hole will get an extra 1,000 for a right answer.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
Put these things in order of fewest to most holes. The Masters Tournament, a recorder, Clyde Barrow's corpse. Recorder, the Masters, Clyde Barrow, recorder, the Masters. A recorder has 7 holes. Clyde Barrow of Bonnie and Clyde officially had 17 bullet holes. And the Masters Tournament, the entire golf tournament, has 72 holes. That earned you an extra grand. I've actually been shot 17 times myself, yet I still keep going back to Florida.
Follow me down to the sea.
Coming up next, Symbol Simon. Which of these famous emblems resembles a letter in the Norwegian alphabet? The Batman symbol, the Apple logo, the Ghostbusters symbol, or the Chevrolet symbol? The Ghostbusters symbol has a ghost peeking through a circle with a line through it, which is called an O/ in the Norwegian alphabet. There's even an O/ in the Norwegian word for ghost. The people of Norway are truly ikke redd for noen spøkelser. Take a good look at the angle of my dangle. So for this next question, you're going to need a protractor, a slice of pimento loaf, and...
Oh, pardon me, ma'am.
Old man? Why don't you look where you're going? What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, sorry, Corky. I was just lost in thought. There's this thing I just can't remember. It's on the tip of my...
Tongue?
No, thanks. I just ate.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that scroody-up-doodly-doo? It's Foggy Facts with Old Man.
Scroody-up-doo? I forget.
All right, old man, let's see if we can help. Who is it that you can't remember?
Not who, son. What? See, I can picture it, but it's kind of cloudy. You know, like my dead eye. Let's see. It was a show on the TV. I think it was about some police people. And there was a pretty blonde gal in it. And the sergeant fella used to be in outer space. What was that show?
Is it Hill Street Blues, NYPD Blue, TJ... Ready for this? Was it TJ Hooker, old man?
Yes! Oh boy, that was it! Yep, my favorite show, TJ Hooker, starring William Shatner.
That's Shatner, old man. Shatner.
Oh, I'm sorry, Corky. Can you smell it?
Smell what? What do you...
Gotta go change my nappy. See you later.
Here's one for you. A woman needs a man like a catfish needs a bicycle. Who gets catfished in the French play Cyrano de Bergerac? Cyrano, Babette, Christian, or Roxanne? No, I'll get this. Catfishing is wooing someone, usually over the internet, with a false identity. In Cyrano de Bergerac, giant-nosed Cyrano uses his words but Christian's handsome face to woo the unsuspecting Roxanne. It's a great play. I want to watch it with my internet girlfriend Claudia, but she still can't afford to visit me. I guess I'll have to send her more money. Welcome to the attack. Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry. Here you go. You only live forever once. What made these people immortal? Good luck. There it is! The only true form of immortality we can hope to achieve in this life is being remembered fondly by our surviving friends and relatives after we're gone. There's no joke, I'm just making a statement. You know, think...
You don't know Jack!
Ions and the particles.
Hi, I'm Cookie, and I just can't get this nude Steve Buscemi sculpture right. Flying solo, so did Amelia Earhart, and look how that turned out. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
The devil! Sure, God and heaven sound great and everything, but have you fully considered hell? Or are you just going by what you've heard?
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. All right, let's move.
Get ready, time for question.
First on the docket, I could stare at Steve Buscemi's face all day. Which potential Boardwalk Empire spin-off does not also include the name of a Monopoly property? Park Place Empire, New York Avenue Empire, St. John's Place Empire, or Kentucky Avenue Empire? There is a St. James and a St. Charles Place in Monopoly, but no St. John's Place. One thing I enjoy about Boardwalk Empire is all the gratuitous flashing of community chests.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
And now, NSA OK. Ah, crap. The NSA is collecting information off my computer again. I hope they don't snag my Visa card info because that's the card I use to buy all my embarrassing stuff. Okay. Which of these is my Visa card? 3000, blah, 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 8450, 4000, blah, 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 90. Were you thinking of this one? All Visa account numbers begin with the number 4. Similarly, all MasterCards begin with the number 5, and Discover cards start with, I don't know. Hey, anybody know what number Discover cards start with? Anybody? Guess not. That 666 should have been a tip-off that this answer was the wrong choice. But someone out there really likes it when you make wrong choices, and that's why you've won this gift basket from hell, personally prepared for you by our sponsor, the devil. Go ahead and keep up your habit of consistently doing the wrong thing. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Open wide for... How long has that been in your mouth? And it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a popular brand of gum or an adult cable network. If it's gum, press the left arrow. If it's an adult channel, press the right arrow. All right, let's get started. Hubba Bubba, Brazzer, Spice, Juicy, Big. Good work, you're only mostly a pervert. I don't watch much adult entertainment, but I love gum, and I know that in general it's not a good idea to swallow. Sorry, that joke left a bad taste in my mouth. Here we have Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Often misidentified by Sylvester the Cat. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Numerous Sylvester cartoons feature a young kangaroo character named Hippity Hopper, who Sylvester believes to be a giant mouse. So many unanswered questions in Sylvester's life. Is that a giant mouse or a kangaroo? Is Tweety a boy or a girl? Why do I sound pretty much exactly like Daffy Duck? I call this one, His Jokes Fallon Deaf Ears. What might it sound like if Jimmy Fallon's nightly monologue suddenly turned into a soliloquy? Here's a question. What's up with Congress? But seriously, Roots, what's up with Congress? Higgins, are you digging these jokes about Congress? Or, Fallon, you are killing it with the... I so wanted you to pick this one. A soliloquy is when an actor expresses his thoughts and feelings towards himself as though no one else is present. But Jimmy Fallon could never really pull off a soliloquy because he knows Jay Leno is just steps away hiding in the curtain. That'll wrap up round one. And you're doing pretty well, probably because there's no competition. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round two. Okay then, here we go. May I introduce... I really want to be able to judge a book by its cover. Considering what happens to Harry Morgan, what would be the more descriptive title for Ernest Hemingway's To Have and Have Not? To have and have not legs, to have and have not an arm, to have and... Harry Morgan loses an arm in To Have and Have Not. Which is why this should have been the book Hemingway titled A Farewell to Arms. You know, just a real missed opportunity.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up, Silence is Molden. Not that I've missed him, but I haven't seen my ventriloquist dummy Billy O'Brien around very much lately. Seems like he's been busy with something. Usually when I mention him or not, he just shows up. Maybe if I play his song.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me. Did somebody call?
Billy, what's new? I see you've got some kind of paper with you there.
It's not just any tater, it's my diploma from Dunny College.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to college.
Not anymore, I graduated this morning.
With honors?
No. If not Dunny College awarded me highest honors, what would be written on my diploma? Summa cum laude, magna cum laude, maxima cum...
Yep, summa cum laude is the highest academic honor a student can receive upon graduation. Well, sorry you didn't do better in dummy college, Billy, but I'm still proud you graduated. By the way, what's the name of this dummy college you went to anyway?
The University of Florida.
Follow me down to the sea.
How about Adorable? Which Dora the Explorer character would Dr. Dolittle not have the power to talk to? Dora, Boots, Swiper, or Map? Dr. Dolittle could talk to the animals like Boots the monkey and Swiper the fox, and obviously to people too, but he did not have the power to talk to magical maps. You know, why is talking to animals so impressive? I think the real magical power is listening. Try this on for size. You're beta testing my patience. Which video game would testers probably find a giant bug in? Sartre the game, Tolstoy the game, Camus the game, or Kafka the game? Huh? Where's that confounded right answer? Franz Kafka wrote The Metamorphosis, the story of how Gregor Samsa transformed into a giant bug. That's one bug the developers should probably not remove. Otherwise, it'll just be a game about a guy who wakes up as a human and, goes to work or something. And I played enough of The Sims. Take a good look at Gambling Edition. What super cool thing should I say while betting on a 7 in roulette? Always bet on black. Always bet on red. Always bet on black in America, but bet on red in Europe. Or always bet on... Ooh, that would be cool. But wrong. It's so obvious. The number 7 in roulette is always red. And the super cool thing I always say whenever I make any kind of roulette bet is, please, 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 I can't lose this. Why did I make this bet? I can't afford to lose this money. Somebody help me. Brace yourself. Ah, I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. Make my hair look like a pig's ass. Who's rocking the pigtails? Good luck. That's the game! I never understood why they're called pigtails. It's not like pigs have 2 tails on either side of their butts. To be more scientifically accurate, they should be called an octopus on your head with 6 legs ripped off.
You don't know Jack!
That's just f***ing it. I don't have time to
Welcome aboard! I'm Cookie Masterson, and don't worry, very few people have ever died during this game. Fewer than 100. 1 player. Alright, this is gonna be a party. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Stop Sign Quarterly Magazine, because all the other magazine topics were already taken.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay then, why wait any longer?
Get ready, time for question.
1.
To get started, kiss the cook, please. So, I'm taking a cooking class tonight, hoping to meet some single ladies, maybe flirt a little. Which of these sexy maneuvers would be the least saucy? Licking fondant off my lips, winking while smelling coulis, playfully starting an aioli fight, or tasting pesto off my finger? Fondant is a special type of cake icing and not a sauce. The others here are sauces. It's still pretty sexy, though. In fact, I'm wearing it on my nipples right now, mostly to prevent chafing. Here's one I like to call, she sells surgical procedures by the seashore. Say extra host Maria Menounos decides she needs a new nose. If she wants the one that'll give her the best sense of smell, what should Maria Menounos' new nose be? A dog's nose, a bear's nose, an elephant's nose, or a cow's nose? A bear has the best sense of smell of any land mammal and possibly the best in the world. I really hope she doesn't get that bear nose, though. My chances with her are slim enough without her being able to smell really well.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's a good one. Death comes to us all. Who kicked the bucket? A guy who kicked To Kill a Mockingbird's kid? A guy who kicked Where the Wild Things Are's kid? A guy who kicked James and the Giant Peach's kid? I'm rolling my terrible eyes. Here's what a right answer looks like. Charlie Bucket is the hero of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So somebody kicks Charlie Bucket. Big deal. At least he didn't get sucked up a glass tube or turned into a blueberry or thrown down a garbage chute or shrunk down to 6 inches or have an everlasting gobstopper shoved up his butt. That last one's from the porno version, actually. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And on its way, Robin Thicke as Thieves. I love that old Robin Thicke video, Blurred Lines, with all the sexy nudity and... Oh, there's a song too? Oh, I've never watched it with sound. What might Robin Thicke have if he drew 6 blurred lines? A fuzzy octagon, a blurry hexagon. Here's where the money is. There are 6 lines in a hexagon. But if Robin Thicke drew it, it would be a sexagon, am I right? So sexy. Now, which one of the women in the video is Robin Thicke? The blonde one? No, an octagon is 8 lines. You know, like a stop sign. Which you're about to know a lot more about because you've won a 1-year subscription to Stop Sign Quarterly, the only publication devoted entirely to America's 3rd most interesting road sign. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. Take a stab at the paisley fabric of society, and it's time for a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a song by country music star Brad Paisley or a chapter from Nelson Mandela. Mandela's autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. If it's Brad Paisley, press the left arrow. If it's Nelson Mandela, press the right arrow. Alrighty then, here it comes. A country child. I can't. Birth of a freedom. I'm still a guy. Letter to me. Talking. Accidental racist. Yeah, that was pretty Brad. An international icon, a true believer in freedom, and a man who stood up for what was right. Brad Paisley is easily one of my top 10 favorite country singers. That's round 1, and you're sitting pretty for someone so ugly. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. Okay, let's do this. This one's known as, like, Plate on Rice. Which brand of rice would most likely cause Spider-Man to suddenly break down and cry in the grocery store? Zatarain's, Rice-A-Roni, Uncle Ben's, or Minute... Spider-Man, a.k.a. Peter Parker, had an Uncle Ben who was tragically killed by a robber when he was younger. Luckily, he doesn't have a dead Aunt Jemima, or the grocery store would emotionally wreck him.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Why not try the male gaze?
Mr. Masterson, there's a package for you.
Yes! It's the Playboy Bunny poster I got from eBay. The joke's on you, Poster Guy 83, because I ended up outbidding you by over $100. Oh, it's beautiful. It almost looks real. Say, If my Playboy Bunny poster could come alive the same way the Velveteen Rabbit did, what should I do? Pray that it comes alive, dump it in my magical fountain, die and let my own soul enter it, or show it some love? Never! Want to see the right answer? The Velveteen Rabbit had the ability to come alive when its owner truly loved it. Okay, it's worth a shot. I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my god, she's alive.
What happened? Where am I? Why are there pictures of cats everywhere?
Oh, yeah, don't worry, they won't interrupt us.
Ah! Get away from me!
Well, time to get a new poster.
Follow me down to the sea.
It's time for That's One Long Toy Story. Say the next Toy Story movie introduces a new character named Buzz Parsec. Judging by his name, about how many Buzz Lightyears should fit inside of him? About 3 Buzz Lightyears? About 30 Buzz... This is a sad, strange little guess. Let me show you something. There are 3.26 light years in a parsec. So in theory, you would be able to fit 3 whole Buzz Lightyears and like maybe just the arm of a 4th Buzz Lightyear into a single Buzz Parsec. A bigger and better Buzz character is a good idea. They can even get the toy to be voiced by a bigger and better actor than Tim Allen, like, oh, who am I kidding? Impossible! Say hello to Wax On, Get Off. So you know the Madame Tussauds wax museums, right? There's one in London, one in New York, one in Hollywood. So tell me this. If the infamous Hollywood Madam got a wax statue in the Hollywood Madame Tussauds, what could you see there? An unusually shiny Ashley Dupree, a fake-looking Divine Brown, a dead-eyed Deborah Jean Pelfrey... What were you thinking there? Here's what you meant to pick. Ashley Dupree was Elliot Spitzer's prostitute, Divine Brown was Hugh Grant's prostitute, Deborah Jean Pelfrey was the DC Madam, and Heidi Fleiss was known as the Hollywood Madam. So she'd be perfect for the Hollywood Madame Tussauds. And if you slip her $400, she'll hook you up with a wax hooker of your choice. Let's try $, $, $, $, $, $, $. What kind of bank did a cartoon bank robber most likely just rob if they're carrying giant money bags with this symbol on them? A cartoon British bank, a cartoon German bank. That is the pound sterling symbol, used for currency in several countries, maybe most famously in England. And when robbing a cartoon British bank, it's important not to attract the attention of any mustachioed cartoon bobbies. They'll throw you in a cartoon jail before you have a chance to cartoon run away, leaving only a cartoon puff of smoke shaped like your cartoon body. Welcome to the attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Psych to be at this hospital. What's their movie that's set in a psych ward? Good luck. tried to shoot a student film inside a psych ward once. The problem was they wouldn't let me out to get a camera to shoot it.
You don't know Jack!
My name's Terry.
Hi there, I'm Evan Jacover, and I'm just watching this microphone till Cookie gets back from the bathroom.
I'm coming! You telling me I came all this way for a one-player game? Come on! And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
the Mime Weather Channel. The weather channel that will really pull you in with an invisible rope.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, let's see what happens.
Get ready, time for question.
One.
Right off the bat. Time for another question. I'm sorry about all the noise. My cleaning lady is vacuuming right now because apparently it couldn't wait till tomorrow when I'm out of the office. Anyway, speaking of loud, obnoxious noises, tell me, what do loud, obnoxious sound waves like the ones coming from my cleaning lady's vacuum travel through the fastest? Solids, liquids, gases, or sound waves? How do you say, no? This would have worked. In general, sound waves travel fastest through solids. Oh, I guess she's done. All right, Miranda, next time could you... Hey, where'd she go? Steve, the sound guy, did you see a cleaning lady leave here?
Cookie, we haven't had a cleaning lady in over 40 years.
Wait, you've been working here for over 40 years? Man, Steve, the sound guy, that's really pathetic.
Yeah.
Here we have, I trust Angry Penguin 69's opinion. The logo of which department store could accurately be called 1 star by Yelp reviewers? Kohl's, Macy's, JCPenney. Macy's logo consists of 1 big red star. But it's one heck of a big red star. In fact, I'd give their big red star 4 stars out of 5. If it were inside a Super Target logo, I might even consider giving it 5 out of 5.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's one for you. Worn out. If military combat drones served the same purpose as honeybee drones, what would happen during a drone strike? Drones stinging enemy combatants? Drones making honey for enemy combatants? Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Next time, try this. Honeybee drones don't sting, they don't make honey, they're pretty much just around to have sex. Which would explain why most drone strikes only last a few seconds. Coming up next, these drawings are foul-mouthed, and it's time to draw up a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 titles, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a piece of art in the Museum of Modern Art, or the name of a South Park episode. If it's MoMA, press the left arrow. If it's South Park, press the right arrow. Okay, let's move. 2 children, 2 guys naked in a hut. War is no nice. Eek. Adjustable wall. Catch orgy. Make love. You've been canceled. And just like an episode of South Park, most modern art is created in under 6 days. Up next, squares dancing. How would I show you on the dance floor that I am rhythmically gifted for an entire circadian rhythm cycle? By doing the robot for 8 hours? By doing the sprinkler move? Please, I'm just getting started at that point. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. The circadian rhythm is a full 24-hour period. And after the 24-hour mark, I pull out the running man. That's when things really get nuts. Round 1 is complete, and it looks like you might be getting the hang of this. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And remember, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Okay, here it comes. Open wide for a trunk full of junk. Okay, just need to slowly sip from this comically full cup of scalding hot coffee here.
Hey, Danny!
Aha!
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me! Out of my way, Dunny. I'm going on vacation to the Iberian Peninsula.
Okay. What countries are you going to visit on the Iberian Peninsula?
All of them. Which of these places will I not see on my trip to the Iberian Peninsula? Spain, Portugal, Andorra, or...
Now pay attention.
Spain, Portugal, and Andorra are all on the Iberian Peninsula. Belgium isn't. Which is too bad. I was hoping to get a Belgian waffle.
Hey, careful with those high-calorie treats, Billy. The weight'll go directly to my hand.
Yeah, I'll do the jokes around here, mister.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
I call this one Gwen at Work. Which no doubt song is no doubt the closest to the title of E.B. White's classic children's novel? Don't Speak, Just a Girl, Bathwater, or... E.B. White is known for writing Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web is, of course, the story about people being surprised a pig could holla back.
Follow me down to the sea.
Buck her up for this food is delish. Blah! If you've been poisoned by the poissonnier at a fancy restaurant, who almost killed you? The head chef, the pastry chef, the sauce chef, or saucy? No. Why didn't you pick this? At fancy restaurants, the fish chef is called the poissonnier. At less fancy restaurants, he's called the guy who heats up the filet-o-fish. Here we have, Wherefore Fart Thou? Say there were a series of children's potty training books based on the works of William Shakespeare. Which of these titles would tell the story of someone trying to get on a throne? Romeo and Juliet, Osmello, Antony and Cleopatra? Can't do anything right, can you? Watch how easy this is. Antony and Cleopatra, based on Antony and Cleopatra, would tell the story of a troubled romance while Antony attempts to take the throne of the Roman emperor. And while it's a great educational book, nothing helps a child learn to go number 2 like Richard the Turd. And on its way, freedom! The Presidential Medal of Freedom is the highest civilian award in the United States. According to the White House, the award recognizes those who have made an especially meritorious contribution to the security or national interests of the United States, world peace, cultural or other significant public or private endeavors. Who has not yet won the highest civilian award in America, the prestigious Presidential Medal of Freedom? Barry Manilow, Julia Child, Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's, or Mr. Rogers? Sucks to be you. Want to see the answer? Julia Child, Dave Thomas, and Mr. Rogers all won Presidential Medals of Freedom, all from George W. Bush, by the way. No Barry Manilow. But I'm sure he will win one somewhere down the road. And the president will say, Barry, this one's for you. Looks like you made it. And Barry will say, thank you, Mandy. Copacabana. Step right up to the Jack attack. I'm sorry. Was I talking too much? Fine. Here's your clue. Disguise the limit. What disguise do they wear? Good luck. That's all she wrote! Which reminds me, I bought hundreds of dollars worth of wigs and prosthetic noses, so the next time I go to the grocery store, I can go through the free samples line several times. Suckers, I am saving so much money this way.